afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Goes On Kitchen. Today we'll be making Goes On style wings. It's football season, and family and friends come together to watch their favorite team. Wings are a staple at these get-togethers, so we thought it fitting to cook them for this video. First, I'm going to use a paper towel to remove the extra moisture from the wings. This helps in making them crispier when we put them in the air fryer. I know, wing and healthy cooking techniques go together like Kool-Aid and no sugar. Kids, ask your parents. Normally, I do not have them separated into 4 bowls, but since we're making wings with 4 different sauces, I have them separated for this video. After patting them dry, we're going to toss them in baking powder. This will help remove moisture during the cooking process, making the wings even crispier. I'm going to toss and stir these by hand until they have a light dusting completely covering each wing with that even coating so they cook perfectly. I'm going to do this for each of the bowls just as would any other recipe for all the wings, but I'm not going to film the entirety because I do believe you all get the picture of what we're trying to accomplish here. All right, we've got the wings prepped for cooking. Let's start with thickening our sauces. We're going to start with the number 14 sauce because it's the thinnest of ours. It has a pour regulator on it. I'm going to have to pop that off because we'd be here all day if I was trying to get it into this bowl. All right, once we get, Biggie just photobombed, trying to steal the show. Not hard to do in a sauce making video, but okay, back to where I was at. So after I put the sauce in the bowl, I'm going to show you the thickness, viscosity, or whatever you want to call it. Look how thin it is. Just runs right off the spoon, pour coating, and we're going to fix that. We're going to fix that by adding this xanthan gum. I just learned how to say that. I do know that when you add this, you want to sprinkle it evenly to prevent clumping. You want to add a small quantity at a time because it doesn't take much to get this thick. And if you over add it, it can get a slimy texture, not technique, texture. So mix it thoroughly. I'm using this stick immersion kind of blender thing. I think it's called an immersion blender, but I don't know. My wife's gadget. But I'm going to mix it thoroughly so there's no clumps, there's no residue, there's no white, and get it really stirred up. It's important that you do this and give it enough time to kind of activate so you can get a good judge of the thickness, because again, you do not want to over add the xanthan gum to this because it'll ruin it. I'm going to add a little bit more because it's not right where I want it, so I'm going to thicken it up because I want it to be able just to really coat the wings evenly without depositing a whole bunch in the bottom of the bowl when we toss them, or on your fingers or face. All right, it's thickening up nicely. I think we're just about done. I don't want to overdo it, so we're going to take a look and see where we're at. All right, look at that. It's thickened up nicely. It's coating the spoon very well. Yep, I like where we're at. And don't forget to do the tapping on the sides. I'm going to repeat this for all the sauces. Same process, but I would just caution that know the thickness of your sauce, kind of understand that adding the xanthan gum affects it. Each of my sauces has a different thickness to it, so I can't add the same uniformly. And that's why I really haven't put it in the recipe. I just use a 1/3 teaspoon. We're going to do the number 11, finish with the hot LZ. All right, there it is. All 4 done, all 4 thickened up, looking good. All right, now we're going to set our air fryer to 400 degrees and 20 minutes. Yes, I filmed this VHS style, sans 1984. The retro feel. I'll get this down one of these days, I think. Okay, we're going to flip these at the 10-minute mark. All right, we've got them fried. They're all laid out. Our next step is to start covering them. All right. Now, typically, I would put more than I'm doing in this video in the bowl at one time to cover them, but because I'm using the 4 different sauces, we're doing small batches. All right, I'm going to pour it in there. I'm going to give it the cursory chicken wing flip shape technique. It's kind of covering it, but a little thick, so I'm going to reach in there and give it a hand. So I'm looking for that uniform coating on each of the wings so that I don't have any bald spots. All right, I'm going to repeat this technique for all 4 sauces. And there we go. Got number 14 done. Going to jump in and get number 11 coated, and we're just going to keep fast forwarding through this because it doesn't really change through each of them. And so we're going to just skip ahead. All right, number 11's done. Now we're going to go with the hot LZ. And yes, I only had the one size bowl, so I had to wash it in between takes. So I didn't want to cross the flavoring up. Now, I did make a mistake because, again, all the sauces are different thicknesses, and I did add a little too much of the xanthan gum to this to hot LZ. Probably needed a lot less, but I think it's going to still turn out pretty good. All right, we're getting them coated, and there they all 4 of them coated and ready to eat. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for stopping by, and if you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe. You all have a good day, and I hope your team wins. Thank you.